interesting, although both are very different businesses, fundamentally the same things also impacted here. I think, cement is very brick and mortar,
Correct.
literally, as you may say, goes into, largely seen as a B2B rather than a B2C product. I think it's moving away. No longer cement is seen as a cement as a product and product out. It's seen as a building solution, in various, something what Binu said sometime back, it's not the product, it's not the box, but it's a solution or a concept that goes in. And that's how, I think it's going stronger and stronger, and digitization has changed quite a lot of it. So two fundamental things to add on to what both Binu and Jeet just said. Selling, fundamentally, one of the big differences that is going to happen is consumer is more and more informed. Consumer, before they go to buy, have already gone into and understood, done their comparisons, done their homework, and that's when they come to buy. So what then really selling means, unlike what selling in the past was to give them all those information and help them make a decision. Today, they would have kind of made a decision, so how do we make that last closing call? I think that is the part where selling now needs to focus. Right? Everything of the service-related part can actually be taken over by digitization. That last element of relationship cannot be substituted digitally, and that is becoming the primary role of a salesperson. And how do we create that relationship? How do we create, as Jeet put it, how do we create that trust? I think that is the stronger element that is coming in for salespeople. Now, one of the big changes is to how do we build that orientation in the whole sales force, because it's a shift and it's a dramatic shift. It was moving at a certain pace. Pandemic brought it all of a sudden into a certain level of shift. So how do we keep pace with that? That has been a challenge. A large number of companies have also addressed it as quickly, even like we've done, of shifting a certain part to digital, and the relationship part we isolated, training the whole sales force for that. I think that's one of the big shifts that's coming in. The digital elements itself, what was digital to a large extent meant automating the way you do things, is a big shift away to say it's not about automating the way you do things, but you adapt to new way of doing things. And that is a big shift also in orienting the sales force to say that. It's also orienting your trade channels who are partners with you to adapt to that and take it over and not be dependent. So a large part of the entire sales chain has come into that change, and that change will continue.